Alright, in this video we are factoring again, but now we have a is greater than 1, so these are problems with there are number in front of my x squared to deal with. So we have 2x squared plus 3x, plus 7x plus 3. Now, the method I told you guys to do was the leapfrog method. So what I'm going to do is leapfrog. Begin with my first one, number, which is 2, and go to 3, and multiply that number together. We get 6. We get 2 times 3 is 6. Now what you need to do is come up with all the factors of 3. I'm going to write them down. Right there, 2 and 3, and 6 and 1. So what we have to do is figure out which one of these add up to my middle term. My middle term is 7. So look here, 2 plus 3 is 5. Well, that's not 7. 6 and 1 add up to 7. So, what are you going to do with this information is you use this. You're going to take 7x and split it up. You're going to split it up to 6x and then a 1x. So now we have split up. So if I were to add like terms, 6x plus 1x would give me 7x, just what we started with. So what you're going to do now is factor by grouping, which means you're going to take the first two and the last two and group them all and factor it one at a time. I look in the left one. You notice that we have a 2 and we have a 6. Number wise, I can take a 2 out. I can divide a 2 out. Oops. Then also we have 2 x's here and a single x there, so that means I can take a 2x out. So then when I take a 2 divided by 2, I'll put the 1 there. There are 2 x's, I take one of them away, there's 1 left over. Look here, I'd have a 6, and then I took 2 out, which means 6 divided by 2 is 3. There was 1 x here, and I took that 1 x away, so that's what's left over. Now in the right one, since we have a 1 and we have a 3, we cannot take a number out, but we can at least take out a 1 out. Nothing changes, it stays the same. Since only one of them have an x, so that means inside it stays the same. So once I factor by group, I have 2x, then we have quantity x plus 3 plus 1 quantity x plus 3. We notice these two are exactly the same. So that means I can take them out. And what's left over is 2x plus 1. So there you go. Now if you always want to check your work, you can always factor the problem out and get exactly what we started with up top. Alright, so the second example, a little more challenging, but we do have to notice a few things going on here. Once again, we do our leapfrog method, but you notice we're not just taking 6 times 10, we're taking 6 times negative 10, which gives me a negative 60. So we get negative 60, so you can write all the factors out if you want. 6 and negative 10, 5, 12. Yeah, 5 and 12. Remember, rewrite 2 of them because since this is negative, my list is now same. Is going to be double the length. Let's see. That's 15, 15, 4. So we'll stop there. We could just go right down the list. That doesn't work. That doesn't, remember, it's got to add up to positive 11. Doesn't work, but now we get to this one. That one does work. Negative 4 plus 15 gives me negative 11. So now we're going to split my 11x. Right down, let's see it. So now, you might wonder, well, does it matter which one I put first, 15 or negative 4? No, it does not. You will get the same answer in the end. Your next step might look a little different, but you will still get the same answer in the end. So we have to factor by grouping, like we did before. We look in the first one, we have a 6 and a 4. Now in this case, I cannot take out the 4. Just because it's the smallest number does not mean I take it out. We have to do the least common multiples. In this case, it is 2. And then since they both have x's, I can only take a single x out. I look there. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Since there were 2 x's in the original, I can take out 1, and then 1 remains. We have negative 4. I divide by 2, and I get negative 2. I look in the next one. I cannot take an x out because only one of them have x, but I look here at 15 and 10. The biggest number I can take out is a 5, which would leave me 3x minus 2. If you were to do the other way, if 15x would have been here and negative 4, you would have to take out a negative number because these both would be negative, so keep in mind that. So we have 3x minus 2 and 3x minus 2, so I can take that out. 3x minus 2. What's left over is 2x plus 5. There we go. So there's factor by grouping when a is greater than 1.